Hello, welcome to this mid-morning taste challenge. I have two 40% alcohol brandies, American brandies. This is Hartley, well, I say American. I'm gonna have to rephrase it because this is using Italian brandy. They're bottled in America. Hartley V.S.O.P. Hartley brandy introduced in 1943 by Barton Distilling Company, purchased by the Sazerac Company in 2009. There's the bottle. Brandy with natural flavors and caramel color. There's the Italian flag, bottled by the Sazerac Company. All right. $8.99 for this full-size bottle, on sale this month, $8.99. Let me update because it's like technically not American brandy. Okay. Brandies. Got it. Okay. Common around here. I can buy this at Winn-Dixie in this town. I can get it at maybe some little independent liquor stores, which we do. Well, they're mostly at like gas stations, but they sell liquor. Okay. And at Rouse's in Kenner and Metairie, Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. Okay, here's Delacour. Now, I've only seen this at Savannah Discount in Marrero, Louisiana, Louisiana Highway 45 northbound, Marrero, Louisiana, on the west bank of the Mississippi River in Jefferson Parish. And it was like $11.99 for this liter bottle. And they have a label that looks suspiciously like some of their more famous brandy. You may notice the resemblance, but Napoleon brandy. Really? V.S.O.P. Bottled by Luxco in St. Louis, Missouri. Now, this one doesn't tell us who makes it. This one does not tell us who makes it. Or we know that it's from Italy. We know this is from somewhere. But all we know is that it's bottled in Missouri. It does not say made in Missouri. It just says bottled by them. They probably buy it on auction. It could be a blend of different brandies they buy around the United States. We really do not know. Now, this one says flavoring and coloring. This one has no reference to flavoring and coloring. Either way, it doesn't mean anything because brandy by law can have flavoring and coloring added, and they don't have to put it on the labels. So this very well may have the same thing. It's just that they don't choose to put it. On the other hand, it may not have any flavoring or coloring. We just don't know. Got my labels. Glasses are labeled. Now, I've never seen Delacour in my town. I read websites for Galatoire's, Court of Two Sisters, Broussard's, Antoine's, Hermes Bar, Two Jacks in New Orleans, and those restaurants all list Delacour as part of their happy hour, weekday 4 to 7 p.m. happy hour cocktails. And they'll say Brandy Alexander featuring Delacour. Brandy Old Fashioned featuring Delacour. Now, I don't know why they all use Delacour, but most likely it's because they got a deal with the company to get it cheap and to feature it in their expensive tourist, I'm not going to say tourist trap, tourist oriented happy hour. But I've been pleased with it. I haven't been overwhelmed by it. It's not like magnificent, but it's pretty darn good. Okay, been on the market since 1988, Hartley since 1943. Now we'll notice that the Hartley is much lighter, pale amber. This one is more like copper. V.S.O.P. Generally, this is not legal. Herbie says hello. Hello, Herbie in India. V.S.O.P. generally means age 4 to 6 years, but that is not a legal definition. So if companies don't really live up to that, you can't do anything about it except complain and not buy it again. Okay, so $8.99 regular bottle, 11. I think it was $11.99 for the liter. Let's see how that works out. $11.99. I bought that right before Hurricane Ida in 2021. $11.99 divided by 1,000 times 750. $8.99, exactly the same price. So they're the same price per ounce. Now, of course, the Hartley price is a sale price for this month. It's usually $1 more, $9.99. Some stores have it $10.99, but right now, Winn-Dixie Total Wine, if you can get it at Total Wine, Winn-Dixie definitely has it, $8.99. Okay, there's no website for Hartley, so I can't show you anything. I can show you the very, very minimal information for Luxco. Luxco, owned by, oh, by the way, bought by Midwest Grain Products years ago. I think it was in 2020 during the pandemic. Delacour brandy, registered trademark, is a delicious brandy. I don't know why they capitalized brandy. That's not a proper noun. Is a delicious brandy crafted delicately to create the perfect liqueur. To create the perfect liqueur. So I guess they're implying that you can make liqueurs with it. Okay. And that's of the information from Luxco. But they do have a wide variety of brands. I'll show you. You know, Everclear. We all have heard of Everclear. Exotico. You see that tequila pretty often. Brooks, who hasn't heard of that? El Mayor, another common tequila. Rebel, formerly Rebel Yell. Yellowstone, common. Quiet Man, an Irish whiskey. St. Brendan's, common. Remus. I don't know how common that is. Okay. Button wouldn't work. Okay. So I'm gonna have to close my eyes because if I glance and see a darker product, I'm gonna Delacour from the heart. Yeah. Grape skins, sharp liquor, little oak barrel. I don't know what they're talking about over there. Okay. I wish the sun would come out and dry this humidity up. It's amazing. Everything is dripping with sweat or condensation, which is like sweat. No. The humidity level in Louisiana is greater than anywhere I've ever been. Just telling you the truth. I've been to other parts of the world, Europe, Africa, the Polynesia, Hawaii, and I never experienced humidity like this. Yeah, this must be the Hartley because I'm getting a little of that vanilla, but I'm not sure. Let's go with the taste. Cheers. Dry, very dry. Grape skins, white grapes. Not much sweetness here. Clean, easygoing, medium body, light to medium body. I can see why they serve this at those New Orleans restaurant and bars, French Quarter restaurant and bar, because it is pretty. It seemed like it would mix well with cocktails, so it's nothing offensive or kind of bold or too strong about it. And maybe it's only sold in liter bottles because it's probably only mainly used at bars. I've never seen it except, like I said, in one store. Savannah Discount. I don't know. All right, Delacour, I'm calling it. I use my glasses to see far away, but up close I can't see. I'm blinded with eyeglasses on. I don't need glasses to read. And I know a lot of people are opposite. They'll put glasses on to read, but I can see, you know, fine, but it's just away. It gets blurry. Okay. What you call that? Nearsighted. You can see near, but you can't see far. Yeah, grapes and I think vanilla. Now I'm saying vanilla or vanilla cream. I don't know if that's a. It's sort of like if this was a soft drink, it would be a cream soda, which some people love, other people hate. I do tend to love them. Not that I drink soft drinks, I don't, except for the mix-ups. So yeah, think along the lines of like a cream soda, a Barks cream soda, or even better, the IBC, International Independent Bottling Company, no longer independent, owned by KDP now. Keurig, Dr. Pepper. But IDP. IBC, vanilla, cream soda. I'm sorry, cream soda. There is an Abita cream soda, which I do want to buy. I am going to really make an effort to buy that Abita cream soda soon. There's Boylan's cream soda, which I bought at $1.25 tree, 125 tree. I hadn't tried it yet. Yes, that's the closest approximation I can make. So if you're watching and you just despise cream soda, now remember, this has no carbonation whatsoever. I'm just talking about the flavor, not the mouthfeel. Hartley might work for you. If you hate cream soda, don't buy it. I don't know what cream soda uses. To me, they use vanilla, right? Vanilla flavor to make it taste like that. What do I know for cream soda? Even if I did, wouldn't even matter because the other thing. But I think, let's see, there's Barks, IBC, Abita, Boylan. I think Big Shot makes cream soda. Faygo makes cream soda. Well, I think a lot of people make it. Frosty from Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. Frosty, I think they have a cream soda. Yeah. And they use real cane sugar. And Abita use real cane sugar. And Boylan's use real cane sugar. And the other ones don't. They use high fructose corn syrup. Yeah. Now this one's more like, think along the lines, I was saying this earlier, Chardonnay wine distilled into a liquor, which is what brandy is. They take wine, usually white wine, although they can use red wine, but they just typically don't for whatever reason. May not come out as nice. I don't know. Might be too strong. I don't know. I don't know the science of brandy, burnt wine, brandy wine, as they used to call it. And this one is more like they took IBC cream soda and they made it into liquor. Ha 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 ha. Now, same price per ounce if you find the sales, which you can do. I think the distribution is more common for Hartley. I've seen it in Kentucky. In fact, I was at a liquor store in Frankfort, Kentucky, right down the road from where it's bottled at Buffalo Trace. I think it's called Red Dot Liquors. I can even tell you what highway it is. I know where it is. It's been years since I've been there. 7 years, but I know exactly where it is. And I went in there and they had a display, point of sale display, the hard cardboard glossy poster. It said this month only Hartley brandy and flavored brandy on sale for, I don't remember the price. I was like, look at that. They're pushing it a little bit. But I was looking for Beam's Choice when I was over there. And the man's like, oh, we don't sell that. And just when he told me that, I didn't believe him. I don't know why. I didn't think he was lying. I thought he didn't know what he was talking about. So he told me, we don't sell that. And I looked at him and I said to myself, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't know why. I went down back to the bourbon aisle. I said, well, there were 2 bottles left of Beam's Choice charcoal filtered bourbon, which they don't make anymore. And then, in fact, they discontinued it the year I was there. That's probably why they only had 2 bottles left. So it was $14.99, very good price. So I bought Beam's because it was a better level of Beam than regular Jim Beam. So I bought a bottle for myself. I gave a bottle to my friend David, and I brought it back to the counter. I said, "This is the one you don't have." And the guy was like, "Ooh." What was he gonna say? He was just like, "Ooh," and I'm thinking, right. But I can't blame him because it probably never sold. It probably wasn't a big seller, and it probably sat on the shelf collecting dust. And when Jim Beam Company was bought by Suntory, in 2014. They probably decided, man, we're not making this product anymore. It barely sells. It's expensive to charcoal filter it, and it's gone. And it was gone and it's never returned. I'm glad I found it. Doggy Boy says V.S.O.P is a Puerto Rican special. It really is. It's brandy popular in Puerto Rico? I thought it was a rum country. Burley Sullivan says, you. Hey, cheers back to you. Wesley Estheimer says, welcome back. I might take a booze break soon. Drank way too much last night. Yeah, that's the problem with drinking too much. It'll turn you off. It'll make you ill, and then you might have to give it up. So I try to be kind of calm on these things, like just, it's like a faucet that's got a little drip, and I just try to drip it out. Just a little drip all during the week. And then it's not all this yippee-ki-yay, mother, father, drinking, and I'm feeling all ill. And I don't see that. I don't like to feel sick, and that's not a benefit for me. Yeah, right. So it's like, I got friends, they're like, oh, I got to give it up, and then they're like pinning on me though. That's the problem. They'll say, you need to stop. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Time out. I'm like, don't throw this on me, or as Freud would say, project. Don't project this onto me because you got a problem and you getting sick all the time. And you trying to project onto me about what I need to do. And I don't wake up feeling sick. I don't go to sleep feeling sick, and I don't feel sick during the day. Because I told you, it's like a little drip, 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 drip. And it went buck wild on a normally it's like a Friday or Saturday night. And then the next day they feeling like hell. I'm like, don't put this on me because it's not applicable. Yeah, I mean, it's happened a few times. I'm not going to deny that. There's a few times where I went, and it's usually due to Four Loko reviews, with that huge can, and that 14%. Oh, I'm sorry, now 13.9, and drinking the whole can. It's like, oh, that stuff is. And then having to go to work and feeling so bad. But that's a very isolated incident. It's not a normal thing. If it was a normal thing, I'd admit it. I'd be like, oh, I got a problem. I need to get help. Although, I may never do it, but I mean, I would talk, but I'm not going to say that because it's not applicable. I usually use moderation. I'll learn. I hope you learn. Ouch. I bet that stung for him, says Enjoy the Decline. Yeah, most likely it did. You see, my father, he had a hard time learning, you see. And this probably went on. He wouldn't drink during the week if he had to work. He wouldn't drink anything. But like my friend Tom said, yeah, he was a weekend warrior. I said, yeah, weekend warrior. And I would tell him stuff like, man, you might want to cool it. He'd be mad, oh yeah, okay, here we go. And I'm like, okay, do what you want. Doesn't matter to me. Not really directly affecting me. So, but I remember he told me in 2003, that's it, I'm giving it up. I said, oh yeah, heard that story before. He said, nah. Let's see, he was like 58 years old. When he was 28, 38, 48, that was all talk. It was like, with a wet towel on his head. No more. This is it. I'm telling you right now, this is it. And I'm like, yeah, sure. So then, but 58, he said, I drank one Coors Light. Now, this is a true story. He said, I drank one Coors Light, one Coors Light, and I started running a fever. He said, I'm giving up alcohol. And I was like, that's kind of scary, To me, that's kind of scary, And I was like, yeah, but I've heard this story before, He said, watch and listen, watch and learn. He said, you'll see. 21 years, he just stopped. Over. Gave it up overnight. Cold turkey, whatever you want to call it. He said, I just don't have any desire to drink anything, and I feel good. And he said, but But that's what he told me. He said, if I drink one Coors Light, which we know is light as anything, if I drink one Coors Light and I run a fever, he said, that's a sign. I said, yeah, that's a real bad sign, to say the least. So, but that's it. Of course, he did other things like drink all these soft drinks, which I thought was counterproductive, like transition from Coors Light to all these high fructose corn syrup soda pops. That might not be the best transition, you know. That might not really be the best transition. It might be compensation to degradation, you know, in some ways. I don't see those as being too healthy. But anyway, that being said, be that as it may, I think this is a pure challenge because they're the same price. I think if it came down to it, I probably would favor Delacour, which Delacour and Hartley are not from the same distillery because Hartley's using Italian brandy, which is coming obviously from Italy. Delacour is using who knows whose brandy from somewhere in America. But I think I would probably go with Delacour. It's a little bit clean. Now, this is close. This is not like a big, it's a little bit cleaner, a little bit purified, but a little bit more purified. But if I had to, either way, I wouldn't mind. Either way, I would be satisfied. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't really matter. But if you pinned me down and you said choose, I would choose Delacour. But barely, you know what I'm saying? Barely. So that's it. All right, now we're going to move on to Mexican brandy coming up. Presidente, which the first time I bought it, I got ripped off. The second time I bought it, I did not get it ripped off. And then we're going over to Spain from the same parent company. The same people that make Presidente in Mexico are the parent company of the one in Spain. And then we're going to go into France. That'll take a few days. And then out to Eastern Europe, to Ukraine, of all places. And then it'd be on to rum, folks, on to gold rum. I did white rum. We got gold. I did silver, white, clear rum. Now we're going on to gold rum, for good or ill. Now, as we close this out, if anybody wants to see a little find I got this morning at about 7:05 a.m., store was open, and I negotiated it too, and I did a good job. I got her to come down. Let's see the percent. %44. Oh, you want to see it? Okay. I got her to lower the price 44%. But see, I wasn't mimicking like being dramatic. You know what I mean? I wasn't being dramatic. I wasn't playing a game. I was really not going to buy it. I was just going to put it back on the shelf and leave. No big deal. So I was at this liquor store. It's actually a gas station. They sell gasoline. They sell food. They sell soda pop. They sell rice, canned meat. You know, anything a convenience store sells. Band-Aids, whatever. But it's like what it really is a liquor store. But I think in Louisiana there's probably a higher tax rate for a liquor store. But if you're a gas station that just happens to sell liquor, then it's a lower tax rate. So there's all these gas stations that just happen to sell liquor, except that beer, wine, and liquor is like 99% of their income. Okay, but okay, I would do the same thing. So that place been selling gasoline there for 50 years, I bet you. 45 years at least. So different owners, naturally. On United States Highway 61, which was started in 1926 and extends from New Orleans, Louisiana, all the way to St. Paul, Minnesota, and beyond. And in fact, if you go to Canada, it's Ontario Highway 61, the King's Highway. It's called the King's Highway, and I drove on that till it ended. Didn't go any further. All right, but anyway, negotiating can help in life. Can definitely help in life. All right, so I went in the store. Now I had been in this store before, twice before, and I saw this on the shelf, covered with grime. It was disgusting looking. It was dirty, and I was like, "Ain't nobody ever gonna buy this." But I saw it. It's called Vamos, Aquí Vamos Tequila. I said to myself, now that is about the most inexplicable. That's a good word. Inexplicable, obscure, off the wall tequila I've ever seen. I said, but I'm looking at it, and I see the price tag, $8.99, and I'm like, ain't no way I'm paying $8.99 for some product I never heard of. He said, well, that's cheap. A bottle of tequila for $8.99. I know, I get that. I can buy a doggone Montezuma for $8.99, and that's a well-known brand. I think it's one of the top 10 brands, Montezuma. But I'm like, I ain't paying $8.99 for this. It's one bottle. It's like one bottle she found, or was her company had, or her business had. And this lady, she told me she was from Yemen, South Yemen, Aden. I thought it was pronounced Aden, but she says pronounced Aden. Well, she's from there. She would obviously know. But anyway, that's off the subject. So anyway, she's on the phone talking in Arabic to this man, and they talking and talking, which is fine. And I said, and she got off the phone. I said, this thing, she could barely speak English. I said, I give you $5 for this. She said, no, $8.99. I said, I know. She's pointing at the tag. I took the tag off. $8.99. I said, I know, but I'll give you $5 for it. And she says, it's $8.99. I said, okay. I took the bottle, I put it back on the shelf, and I was leaving. I didn't care. I wasn't angry about it. I don't need to drink this in my life. So she says, okay, I do it. $5. I said, now we talking turkey. So I said, okay. So got it for $5. She said, next time it's $3. I said, okay. So she said, next time it's $3. I said, okay. And then she had to laugh herself. Wesley says, I don't freak out about the plastic bottles like Dave does. Haha. Yeah, he gets real upset about it. So I did find out who makes this. It's an old tequila company from the 1800s. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the 1900s. The man who started it was born in 1909. He died in 1981. Pretty big company, but they say on the website they do contracts. They'll do contracts if you want it. So this was produced for a company in Florida. It's no longer in production. I did find that. I tried to check the website. Nothing came up. That website's probably been defunct for 10 years. But I said, what the heck? And I after I bought it, it looks like it's not totally sealed though. Some might have evaporated. I'm not sure about that. That might have been the right fill. But it seemed like it should be here, right? And it's down to there. Maybe I'm fantasizing, but I don't think so. But it's a liter bottle. A liter for $5. I say, well, this could be the worst tequila on earth. And if it's a $5 for a liter, I haven't lost anything. So, hey, I did it. Hope that live stream didn't get taken down for Dave's joke on Sunday. Oh, I don't remember. He always says stuff. Good morning, Alex says. Good morning, clinking the mugs, clapping the hands, peace sign, clinking the champagne. Yeah, good morning to you, Alex. All right, we all take care. So the winner. So that's Vamos. I don't know when we're going to see Vamos in any live videos or posted videos, but it'll come around eventually. Delacour is the winner by the slightest margin. But like I said, if it's in a practical sense, it's a tie. Do you think Paul Masson and E&J use artificial flavoring? No, I don't. The reason I say that, they're not allowed to use artificial flavoring. They have to use natural flavors. So do they use natural flavors like lemon peel or vanilla extract, something like that? That's a strong possibility, but I can't say that for sure because I do not know their operations. But even if they did use natural flavors, they would be allowed to, and they don't have to disclose it. So all I can say is send an email to the company, and if they don't give you a straight answer, then you'll know the answer. Either they'll say, absolutely not, we never use any flavoring or coloring in our brandy, or they'll say, we appreciate your interest in our brandies. Uh, we do not disclose our recipes, however, and then you'll know the answer. You know, it'll be obvious. Okay, anyway, thank y'all. Bye-bye.